Hello. Today we'll be working on a 10K house. Now, if you're wondering, Kitty, when was there a 10K house? Like the 10K traditional house? Well, I got copyright strike. So, yeah. To my most recent videos of 2025. And then when I had got copy striked, it said it was not allowed to be viewed by people. So I was like, are you serious right now? I spent 1 hour. I spent almost 3 hours yesterday recording a 41-minute video of this 10K house. And then my other one, the custom build, I literally struggled trying to build custom beds on my phone because I always do it on my laptop. So, yeah. So I was a little bit upset about that, but there's nothing I can do. So, a little thingy is, we're renovating the 10K house. And if you're wondering, what I had put into that description yesterday of the 10K video house, basically this is going to be a series where it goes 10K, 20, 30, 40, 50, and there's going to be an additional 6 episode where we review of the progress of the house, and basically by the time you get to 50K, you will have a gorgeous looking house. So yeah. So for the 20K, I wanted to focus on expanding the house because we have literally, the dining table is very small and the living room is very small, and I couldn't really put enough effort into it because I had put the most effort into the kitchen because I wanted to make sure it looked good. Now, I looked at this patio end table and I remember seeing it very few times, but I finally fully noticed it and decided to use it, and it's actually really, really cute. Oh my god, just having it white is making it really adorable. But for the little console table, I was gonna do that and put the TV right there, but I was like, well, there's not much I can really do, so I just might as well try to use the money not as fast as I can, but try to be wise, but to also try to keep things cheap. So I placed a fireplace right there, and I did change the colors a little bit. I think I changed the brick to institutional white, and I changed the lighting of it to linen because linen is a good color for your lighting, but not all the time. Beige and cloudy gray also works, as those are the main ones I use for lighting. I don't use institutional white no more. It's too bright. So I had cut out a lot of things, and I decided to place the fireplace, which you guys already seen. I placed on the modern TV that attaches to the wall. So, because I don't know if the non-collisions tool. Oh yeah, this is a no Game Pass house, by the way. So I didn't know if the no collisions tool would work on the TV. So it probably would, but I did that just in case I wasn't going to try and fight with it and make the video any longer, because I don't know how long this is going to take me with editing, but it's all for you guys. Anyways, so I was going to start placing down this sectional couch, but I realized that it still looks like the same couch as the without sectional, so I was like, that's a waste of money, so I had undid it all, but we're still keeping the patio end tables. Because, like I said, they're very, very cute, and I want to use them. So, right now I'm just trying to find a couch, and I realized there's an ottoman that looked super cute, and I was like, oh my god, that's a really good footrest kind of thingy. It looks super cute. So I decided to use the transitional armchairs only, because, yeah, they were fancy and, less space. So I need to stop saying so much. I have so many issues with saying that. Anyways, Okay, so I changed the whole colors of it to mid-gray, I believe so, and I do end up placing down pillows right there, but it's not a whole lot. It's just the singular pillows because the pillows in here are quite expensive. So I don't want to place too many because I already have so many placed on the bed. And again, we're literally upgrading our budget to 10K only. We are now almost finished with the living room because I do add touches such as the pillows. I forgot to mention how I was going to be adding it later, and I believe I do add a plant right there in the middle too. So I think I'm just looking over right now. I don't know if I add it right now because this is literally future me, and I had recorded this hours ago, so I'm trying to like remember what I had done. But yeah, here's the plant part. So yeah, now we're officially done with the living room for now. And I was realizing the dining table, I need to do that because it's very small and I wanted to be able to create a dining room table area like how you usually would have in a lot of the Bloxburg houses and in real life. So I had deleted all these walls. I deleted the floor part. I believe I did. I don't know. So I think I only deleted the corner parts and then I had extended it like that. So then I could start laying out the dining room area because basically, I believe I had already mentioned it, but we're literally going to be expanding the house the more money we get, which is only 10K. But the more we delete stuff and realize, I don't think that's really necessary to be there, then we're making smart money choices. Yay! Okay, alright. So now I'm placing the walls. And I'm still going to be doing the same area like how I did with the little curved part because that's the main thing of traditional houses is that they have very unique shapes that you don't commonly see in just a modern house or a basic suburban house. So earlier when I was deleting the dining room stuff, I did not delete the light because we're going to still use it because we don't have money like that. Now, I realized that I couldn't place the wall right here, so I'm trying to figure it out. And I did for a second until I realized the other couch was also bumping into the wall. I was a little bit upset about that, so I just ignored it. I was going to keep changing things because the living room is already tiny enough. But I did add the cheapest door part, which is literally the first item in the doors. Is the entryway, and there's going to be two for that's right front of the bathroom and then right to the living room, just in case we got a maid. If you guys want to get a maid, it's easier to transport. Like if there was like, or if you were sitting in the room and the maid comes and they're like, hey, dinner's ready, or if you're doing like a little family role play, which I don't think you can because this is only a single bedroom house at the moment, but I believe in the future I will change that. So maybe episode 3 we can start adding a little teen room or a kid's bedroom. It depends because I'm trying to think like what's the commonest thing that when people roleplay, what's the common role that there is, and it's usually teenagers and kids. There's not really about babies, so next video I'll just build a teenager room, and maybe the 4th episode I'll build a kids room, and the 5th episode we will start making things a little bit more expensive, not too much, because the more we delete, the more things we realize it's not necessary to be there. Basically, we go like a few hundred under our budget because it's literally what's been happening episode 1 and this episode 2, because at the end of it I had realized, this is almost 19,500, so it's still in the 20K part, but at the same time it's not. But yeah, there's the 2 entryways. Now I have placed the wall trim all around the walls where there wasn't any wall trim, and I'm using the Simplicity table because it's a big table and there's 4 chairs I can place there. So I go with the linen table because now we're getting into more of the linen part of, because I only use linen on more of the wood pieces, the wood furniture, because it just looks better. So I use a Simplicity chair as well as a dining table, made it black, really black. So, because black looks good, and there is some traditional houses that have black furniture. It's not always just white. So I had placed a plant right there as well, but I realized, ooh, I should place a carpet. So that's exactly what I did. I tried to line it up as the best I can in the middle, and I had just simply placed it right there. And I do change the light. Now, if you've seen before I had deleted all the stuff, I did place plants right there. And then I realized, oh my god, is my collisions tool off? So I turned it off and then I fixed it to see if it would still work, but it was the same thing. So I had colored the pots intentional white, and I left the plant colors alone, and that's how we were done with the dining room. And I was thinking about trying to change the kitchen, but I realized the bathroom's pretty small, so I probably should work on that so it is big enough. But we still use the same tile floor, which is the black and white, same way as the kitchen. I also still use the same ones as, like, the same furniture for the bathroom, the cheapest ones, because bathrooms in Bloxburg get pretty expensive pretty quick, and I gotta think about, I need to make this house under the budget, because episode 1 I was struggling so bad with that. I was like, no, I wanted to add this and I wanted to add that, and I was like, it felt like I wanted to cry, but crying wouldn't do much. And I also decided to, when we were, excuse me, not we, well, hopefully you're looking over and trying to watch what I'm doing. So I basically make the bathroom curved a little bit. That's why the white square right at the corner is only in half. And I was going to use linen, but I realized this is a black and white bathroom. This linen is not going to work, neither the cloudy gray. So I was going to add the plaid blanket texture, but I realized it's not going to look good. So I used another texture and went on my day. And unfortunately, we have not added any frames in this house because the pictures are so expensive and I can't do it yet. Oh! Anyways, I do change the layout of the bathroom, so because we have a lot more space now, and I did use the industrial sink because it's like nicer, but it's still in that cheap area. And I did place a mirror, and I was planning on placing the bigger mirrors, but I was like, I don't know yet. So I went for the $160 oval mirror and called it a day. Sealed off the whole area, and also added extra lighting around, which you will see later. And and I added a window on the little corner section. Oh my god, I added a window on the corner section, so we at least have something right there. So I copy and pasted one of the small sunset windows. I already have the curtains on it, and again, called it a day. I also, before we finished the bathroom, I also did copy and paste the plant that was in the dining room. Now, I was like, okay, this is the part where we started to add extra lights because it's getting too dark now. We got bigger rooms, meaning bigger lighting, more lighting, and I knew I had to do something with that hallway, but I wasn't exactly sure, so I was going to think maybe I could place a little console table right there with some lights around it. So I'm not using too much of the elderly ceiling lights because those are almost $100. Okay, so I was thinking, ooh, why not make more lighting in the most expensive way possible? But I actually end up changing it. So there isn't basically, so I'm not wasting money really fast, really quickly. Right here at the entryway, I did add another sunset window, but I realized I made it a little bit too high, so I changed that. And I was gonna add curtains right there because it's like I gotta think about the current areas. So it's like, okay, so the kitchen doesn't really matter because you don't need a curtain. It's a fire hazard right above the stove. And the bedroom, you need privacy in there. So there's the curtains in there, and then especially the bathroom. So you have a curtain right there. And this is the part I was talking about, making the most expensive way to make lighting. And I did put it right there at the end of the hallway. But I was like, maybe I should add a backyard because I do want to make this into like a family roleplay house. Something super small, super easy, and for you guys to just have fun, but in a really, really cheap way. So I was looking over, it was 15K, not too bad. We still have 5K left. So I decided to start working on the bedroom and expand it as well because I want the bedroom to look nice. And I want to be able to add a closet. Like, I don't know about a walk-in closet does sound cheaper, so I think I will add a walk-in closet in the future. I don't change the bed, unfortunately, thankfully, because I really did not want to change it, and it's really expensive to just keep looking for beds over and over and over again. And earlier I had mentioned about the pillows, and this is the part where I was talking about the pillows. We use a basic rectangular pillow because it's one of the cheaper ones, and I want it to look nice. Okay, I expanded the house, and now I'm just placing the bed. I'm also I was going to put it over there, but I realized, why don't I just copy and paste the patio and tables and put it right there? Because again, it's cute. I said that 3 times already. But yeah, so I could just copy and paste those, so the room still looks like moody and like, ooh, I can sleep in this any day, any time. I don't know if right here I do place windows. I believe I do. So basically, the room looks nicer, and I did. I'm actually seeing it now, and I did. I had also copy and pasted the same carpet that was in the dining room because this is in front of our dresser. We got, like, when we get out the shower and everything like that, we need to wipe our feet. We can't just be walking around barefoot all the time. I mean, but it's your house, so if you want to, you can. And then I added our almost $600 lighting source and decided to call it a day. I also copy pasted the front door to the back door, and yes, we will be changing the front door. I don't know about the windows because windows are expensive as well. So I believed I was done. I genuinely believed, and I was like, oh my god, the roofs. I have to redo all of the roofs besides the front of the house, the pyramid roof. And I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? How? And I panicked away. I was like, you know what? We're still gonna use the same technique as we usually do. Relax. It's not that big of a deal. So, calm down. Decided to go with the gable roof again, and I do add another pyramid roof in the back with the curvy part where the dining room is. I have finished the roofs, and now I decided, because in episode 1 I couldn't afford to fully do the front yard, I decided to go back to that and create just a gigantic field of just grass. Yes, of just grass. I also decided to continue, like, make the pathway bigger because I wanted to be able to make a garage. Because if you can afford, well, if you have 20K in your Bloxburg bank account, I think you can start working on a garage because the cheapest car in there is 18K. Or you can buy the bicycles and you want to just hide it away in the garage. That is totally perfectly fine, but we're not building the garage this episode. It's going to have to be the next episode, which I believe I'll start working on tomorrow, but remember, you gotta focus on homework first before you do anything else. Okay? So, focus on school, relax, take care of yourself, and focus on your family. Now, here I move the mailbox area, the mailbox, And I decided to insert a new mailbox because we can't literally focus on the front yard. So I didn't know that there was a traditional mailbox. I generally thought it was just a basic mailbox, but it's a traditional mailbox, and we make it black, and I believe dark stone gray, so it's still in the white and black. Now that we are currently finished with the house, it's time to take a little quick tour. And I want to say thank you for watching. I love you guys. Stay safe. If you're an older subscriber, thank you for staying here. I really enjoy it. I mean, I'm starting a whole new year with you guys, and I'm really glad you're still around here sticking with the show. So, yeah, thank you very much. I love you guys. Stay safe, and remember to focus on yourself before anyone else. Before anyone else, and I mean it. I mean it.